when he walks into the studio. You can tell from the look on his face.
Welcome to
the broadcast.
Thank you for shocking this guy.
Him,
Thank you for shocking your cousin, by the way. Because in this profession of ours, it seldom happens that your birthday falls on your off day. but the guy planned it. He planned it, so he'll not be in the studio that day.
And I'm sorry because the cake, Otila.
And it's true because Sam, he knew that if his birthday fell on the day where we were going to be in the studio together,
party.
we will not share that cake.
Exactly.
As in,
the guy can't take break, so we're not going to be sharing cake. Good evening, guys. Great to be here, man.
Next year we'll catch you.
Surely no go fall for except them I go change timetable.
Yeah, Champions League go day, and I go day share too.
All right, guys. So, like I said, there's so much to talk about. I did promise you, and I've been saying that over the better part of 6 months, that there's a conversation about security around MPFL games and our stadium when the Super Eagles play. And I needed us to have that conversation. And today is the day where that will happen. And so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. We have a guest that I'm pretty much sure he will, not can. He surely will do justice to the conversation. He's an administrator and a coach of Rangers International Academy. So you would know from a coaching perspective and from an administrative perspective how we can provide better security at MPFL games. And not just for the players, the fans, and of course everyone who turns up to watch these games. It's one of the reasons why our stadiums don't exactly get filled to capacity when these games are played. So going into the next season, hopefully what we do discuss today can be taken not just with a pinch of salt, but in its entirety by the administrators are talking about the LMC. But first, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has lauded one Nigerian who didn't bag gold at the Olympics, wasn't even participating, but from a coaching angle, everyone's been giving her credit. She emerged as the coach of the tournament for the basketball event at the now concluded Paris 2024 Olympic Games. You know her, Reina Wakama. She obviously has drawn plaudits from the number one citizen in the country, and that's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What does that mean? Well, it's expected that the number one citizen does say hi and well done to her, but I want us to really look at it from what she can do from her own perspective, really, what she can do to begin to get better. Because we say, now that there's success of some sort with Nigerian basketball, female basketball in this regard, maybe the administrators, why do I keep saying chairs? Administrators should...
I think you need brand new furniture in your house.
The administrators should, provide better security for one, provide facilities for Nigerian sports, and continue to do these things to, bring through a larger pool of athletes to compete for Nigeria. How about we talk about the people themselves and say, this is one level of greatness unlocked. How about you lock more levels of greatness by doing things for yourself? Maybe one day she could coach, Detroit Pistons, San Antonio Spurs, my beloved San Antonio Spurs, or even, the U.S. national basketball team. Who says? That's me daydreaming, right? But it's all possible, guys. It's all possible. So we're going to talk about that on the show today and all the very latest transfer stories. Cole Palmer, Conor Gallagher. He's gone to Atletico Madrid, talking about Julian Alvarez. But Ivan Toney is in the news. Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United. Where bet should he go? We'll talk about that as well. And of course, Arsenal's second goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, is attracting interest from the Netherlands as well. And of course, at 9 p.m., we're going to be doing the business side of sports. Episode 3 returns today. Are you excited for that? Last week, I couldn't do that because of the bloody Olympic Games. But hey, we loved it, right? Commentaries were here for that. But we return today with episode 3, and we continue the conversation on the economics of hosting the Olympic Games. Myself and David were here 2 weeks ago, and we did talk about some of the things you need to know. The narratives that need to be colored or changed about hosting events, especially for third world countries like, are we third or second world countries at the moment? I don't want to slander Nigeria, but aspiring to be first world country anyway. So we'll do that from 9 as well on the show. So plenty to talk about, guys. Don't forget to begin with money to be won. *347 *880 *3 hash. Courtesy of our friends at OnePlay. Dial that short code from your mobile phone, or you go to the website www www.oneplay.ng. Navigate through the website, and of course, you see where you're required to pay 500 naira. That's all it costs you, 500 naira per ticket. But hey, if you want to win and ensure that you're winning, you can, play more. Play up to 5,000 naira. That's 10 entries if it's for 500 naira per entry. So you play as much as that, and you better your chances of winning on the broadcast today. We have up to 60,000 naira to be won on the show today. So start playing between now and 9 p.m. We'll be giving away that sum to you on the other side of the radio. So keep playing, play, and you could win for yourself some money. Now, talking about money, I have it pretty much is the money man at the moment, because he has money that I don't have. And he won that some, what did you say, Anthony?
Money that you probably hope to have.
Yeah, I'm hoping, surely.
But he's the man with the money.
The money at the moment. So he's in the studio. And how about we just start with on a winning note, right? The winner of the One Play jackpot for last week is in the studio with us. And he's here to share his experience with us. I'm going to let him do the introductions, but he's a fine gentleman. And he's been smiling ever since he walked in through the doors. I saw him downstairs and he was smiling.
Yeah.
I know it's not because he knows me. But it's just because he won money. So I'm going to let him introduce himself. So welcome to the Nigeria Info Studio. Tell Lagos, Nigeria, what your name is.
Thank you very much for having me on here. My name is Benedict Kingsley.
Kingsley Benedict reminds me of Pope Benedict. But you're most welcome, Kingsley, to the Nigerian Info Studios. And you backed for yourself some very, very dinky money over the weekend. I know that money has not gone with the weekend.
Oh, no, not yet.
Not yet. But so you're the winner of the jackpot last Friday. Tell us, how much did you win?
150,000.
150,000 naira in this economy. Imagine what it could do for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing, courtesy of One Play. So tell us, first off, how many times did you play on Friday? Did you play during the week or you just played on Friday?
I played on Thursday and on Friday.
You played on Thursday and on Friday. How many times in total did you play on both days?
Both days, I think 5 times.
5 times for both days. The one you played on Friday, were you like, if you know be me today, you know be anybody else? You were so confident, or you just like, hey, another day to try?
It's luck, actually.
Luck.
Just try.
And your name is Kingsley, not Lucky. But you absolutely were lucky on the night. So you played and you were just hoping to win and you won.
Yeah.
Were you listening to the show when Anthony called you?
Funny, I wasn't listening to the show. I wanted to sleep that moment when the call came in. It was around few minutes after 11. So I was almost sleeping. Then I saw the call. I was like,
Did you recognize the number?
Yes.
You did recognize the number. And they called you. And were you excited? Or were you like, nothing there happened? I know so I'll go win.
When I saw the number, I was excited.
Elated.
Because I know this number, this call, it was not like
Maybe your friend,
call.
maybe your landlord,
Yes,
maybe your babe.
Definitely from One Play or the FM.
Absolutely amazing. So, congratulations to you. You bagged the 150,000 naira. I want to ask, I like to poke nose, I like to do amebo. That money, who's placed the tax on it? Like, who has started saying, guy, say, my sub don't finish, or I won't buy new sneakers or something like that? Anybody?
I haven't told
you haven't told anybody?
Just few people, 2-3 people.
Are you expecting people to tax
my
you?
wife and
Oh, you married?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My wife and maybe 2 of my friends.
Does she want a Gucci bag? High heels, stilettos.
On top of amount, brother.
I'm just asking.
Like Sam Houston na dollars. For
150K in this economy. Where else do you get it?
It's big cash. And something struck me when we spoke to him on Friday, Sam, because I called and then was asking like a regular call. We just want to see how your day is and all of that. And then he said his car had an issue and was in the workshop. And I was like, all you do with 50,000 if we were to give it to you randomly. And he said, I'll add it to fixing my car. And then when I said 150K and he was screaming, I could understand because I know how much I spent for my car last week. But I'm happy for the guy, man. And,
Absolutely.
So I actually had an accident.
Oh dear.
A week
Before?
2-3 weeks ago. So
Oh dear.
the car has been there. I was like,
Oh. Hope you weren't injured
hurt or
in the
injured?
process.
no,
No,
just
no.
minor injury.
Oh.
I and my wife sustained minor injury, but
Oh, dear.
my daughter, she broke her leg. She had
so
fracture
sorry.
on her leg.
She had a fracture.
Yeah.
Hope
She's
it's
better now.
gonna be
She
something
better
that will be
now?
taken care of.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
I'm so
amazing.
sorry. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry to hear. I mean, this is.
Thank
I mean, this is very timely.
Yeah, coming in the
just
cash.
to help you cover up some of those financial gaps. I mean, we're very happy for you.
I'm happy also. I'm
See
very
why we
happy.
say you should play one play. The money comes in when you absolutely need it.
You just
Absolutely
never
need it.
know.
Extra income.
This thing has like a spirit, you know.
He just goes out and says, "Oh, who is the one
Well,
I
that-
need to
that-
embrace right now?" the
Right,
most?" And just
honestly,
embraces you.
This is. I mean.
There's stories like this, right?
Yeah.
That lady
Chuma-
that time that said she had to do
Exactly.
something for her son. There was
Someone-
one Friday like that.
The
Yeah,
other lady was here
yeah.
the last Tuesday and she spoke something about her fees or something like that, and that came through. for
Somehow
her.
it just goes to the people who really
Absolutely
need
need
it.
at the moment.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So again, congratulations to you. Wish
Thank
you
you
all the
very
best, and I
much.
hope you continue to play
Sure.
and you
I
preach
will.
the word around your neighborhood.
That's right.
Yes,
You
yes,
got to.
I will.
You know.
You got to.
Mhm.
So, what would you like to say to One Play to Nigeria Info?
I would say thank you, One Play, and thank you, Nigerian Info, and the people out there. You guys should keep playing One Play.
Mm-hmm.
You might be lucky. It might be today, tomorrow.
might be
or-
tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
just
right.
keep playing.
Just keep playing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
just
Did
keep
you play today?
playing. Yeah, I did.
You like one? All right. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you very
I
much. Thank you.
absolutely love it, and have a jolly good time. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So now you know what you have to do. Start playing, star 347, star 880, star 3 hash, star 347, star 880, star 3 has to be like Benedict Kingsley, who's lapping in all the excitement, taking pictures here in the studio. And of course, you can also go to www.oneplay.ng. Now, it's not O-N-E, it's the digit. oneplay.ng, not.com. So oneplay.ng is the URL that you should input in your browser to get to win up to 20,000 naira for yourself. 500 naira is all it costs, and you have to play responsibly, guys. You really have to play responsibly to be part of this, and you have to be 18 years and above to be in the hat for this one. We have 5 minutes before we go on a break, but Chuma and, of course, Anthony,
Yeah,
Rena
Sam.
Wakama.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I was just going to say that, I mean, if you play every weekday, you get in the conversation
For the jackpot
which
draw
he won.
on Friday.
So you don't just give yourself a chance at winning during the weekday, but you also give yourself a chance at winning the big one on Friday.
On Friday as well. So it's like 2 in 1.
That's right.
In the draw for tonight and in the draw for the weekend.
That's
so
Win like Benedict and then enjoy the benediction.
Basically.
Chimango always end that. All right, very quickly, guys. One word on this. Rena Wakama drawing plaudits from the #1 citizen in the world.
In the world.
So in Nigeria.
Yeah, in the world.
He's one of the top presidents in the world. But
Of course.
my
Nigeria
question,
is a third world country, please.
the most
aspiring
populous
to be
black nation on
second.
earth.
So it's not
Nigeria
easy.
is a third world
It's not
country.
easy.
It tells you everything you need to know.
What do you
Second
think
world.
Rene Wakama needs to do, or Rena Wakama needs
Yeah.
to do to better herself between now and the next 2-3 years?
I think the Nigerian authorities have to support her. And by the authorities, I mean the Ministry of Sport, the NBBF. She has built herself to this level where in the space of just a year, I'm not sure we have too many examples of even coaches in football in this country who in 1 year have led a national team to not just conquer the continent, but have achieved this kind of feat that no other nation on the African continent has ever achieved, which is a place in the quarterfinal stage of basketball at the Olympics. No male or female team from Africa has ever achieved this feat. And with all of the poor planning, with all the respect to the NBBF, with all of the challenges she faced when she came in as coach of the side, some of the popular names already, Adora Elono, who's the immediate past captain of the side, who spoke to us live on courtside yesterday, has said they left the team. You know, Daisy Kalu that we're eulogizing now, who shone like million stars at the Olympics, was not also part of that team. but she led them to win the AfroBasket title for the 4th consecutive time after 3 straight victories Nigeria got before she came in. And then this success at the Olympics, despite the Herculean task and the encumbrance of not being in the boat for the opening ceremony, having the unfair share of issues during the course of, the campaign process before the Olympics. That's why I say the authorities have to help her. She's shown that by herself, with her team, with her, her team and the ladies who've really, tried to accentuate quality for Nigeria, they have built what they have built. At this stage, they need a support system from organization within the country to take them to higher pedestal. So I'm not even going to say, it's about her now. She has shown that she can prove her mettle. Let the authorities, let the MBBF, let the Organization of Basketball in Nigeria support her and that team to go to higher levels.
Absolutely. That's necessary for Rena Wakama and female basketball in Nigeria after what is a pretty satisfactory performance. I mean, it's the first time we get into the quarterfinals, any African team at that, get into the quarterfinals of the Olympics. And we've churned out some, little impressive results in friendly games and, of course, build up to tournaments and in the tournament itself. I mean,
she's only 32 years, man.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely amazing.
And the only teams that beat her in this tournament got to the final, both USA and France. Yeah. One gold and silver.
World number 2 and
She's
world
perfect.
number 5.
World number 3 Australia. And
world
then,
number 3 and
Canada,
world number 5 as well. So that's incredible.
Yeah, very perfect for me.
True. I know where you're coming to. Tony's perfect is not based on the basketball. It's something else.
Perfect for me. Really perfect.
All right. It's your birthday, so we'll allow it. All right, guys, let's go on a break. When we come back, I did say we have an interview with someone who works, coach of Rangers International Academy, and of course an administrator and the manager as well, here to talk to us about how to better provide security at NPFL games going into the new season. What do we need to know about the current state of doing that, and what needs to change as well? Stick around, guys. More to come right here on Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are Femi and the Gang, Sam, Chuma, and Anthony in the studio. And we're live streaming on Facebook and, of course, on YouTube. Go there to be part of the conversation and leave us your comments in the comments section as well. Stick around, guys. On a break we'll go on to, and we'll be back very, very shortly.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
This is not the typical bank ad where we only talk about zero balance and high interest rates. Picture this: exclusive discounts at select stores. With the Keystone Pink card, this picture becomes a reality. That's not all. Picture a beautiful resort with its breathtaking Instagram-worthy scenery. The cool, gentle breeze on your face. The champagne bubbling in your glass as the sun illuminates your skin. With the new Keystone Visa Premium card, living this dream is easier. Visit any Keystone branch nearest to you or download the Key mobile app to get the Pink card, MasterCard, Visa card, or Verve card. At Keystone Bank, there's a card for everyone, no matter where you are. Keystone Bank, we grow together.
Tell me which kind stay. Viva no fi wash away, 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 away. Gelato, tomato paste, coffee stain your body. Viva go wash away, 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 away. Chicken if fire close now, all you need for Viva to wash away, 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 away.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio.
For your hand, oh my Viva, it wouldn't make you shine. Oh Viva, Viva, oh no no. I love my Viva, Viva, oh no no. Uncle say bye bye to very top stage, yo. Oh no no. Mama say bye bye to any kind stage, yo. Oh no no. Oh Viva, Viva, oh no no. I love my Viva, Viva, oh no no.
My guy, how far now? Oh boy, network no allow me run transfer give my mama. Since morning, only one bar. Can you imagine? I beg, hotspot me now.
No be Union Bank account you dey use.
Yes, now Union Bank.
Now, just dial *826# and you go fit send the bar without data.
You walk oh.
Before call, now you no get updates now.
Take advantage of the seamless *826# USSD. Pay bills, send money, buy airtime, and even generate the pay code and PIN for cardless withdrawals. Embrace data-free banking today. Dial *826# to get started. Available to new and existing customers. Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
Are you that parent that will give your all to see your children succeed? You have found a partner in Bridge International Academies, a network of community schools in Lagos and Osun states. With your children at Bridge International Academies, they get a life-changing education and the school fees are unbelievably affordable. Visit www.bridge.sch.ng or call 0700 333 2222 to register your children or for more information on communities where our schools are located.
Fresh from a resounding show of Owl at the prestigious Shaw Theatre in London, the Duke of Shomolu presents the exciting and super emotional new play, Go On, The Man, His Queen, His Nation, written and directed by Professor Ahmed Yarima and featuring Tayo Eleshin as Victoria Go On. Date is the 24th, 25th of August. Time is 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Venue to Ajip Recital Hall, Muson Center, Onikon, Lagos. Tickets, regular 5,000, VIP 20,000. Get your tickets on ariaticket.com. Executive producer, Mofoluake Edgar. Sponsors, First Bank, Unified Payments, Sonora Capital and Howe Foundation. Go On, for love and country.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined boy. You have just won yourself.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Meltus. One play, don't talk to 2 players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira.
My name is Well Done.
Okay, well done. You want to tell you well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347 *880 *3#. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347 *880 *3#. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
Oh, walk up. This new La Liga season go hot. Go on to say Mbappe don't land for Real Madrid.
I did tell you. Vinicius that Brazilian you don't save day.
Yes, you no go there for water mess up the entire eye. Sake of say, you no go one miss Mbappe.
Vinicius Junior and Bellingham.
You know say La Liga now be the home of football for Europe this season.
I did tell you. Bakasef no go green.
Hell, that ball will they call Yamal. He gets skill for leg.
You be lying.
La Liga now we have football bracket for this season.
Correct. For La Liga, now who hold Takash? Now be the Bushmeat.
Now so, onto Flenjo Galivanto, La Liga don't come back strong for Star Times.
And now for HDO.
Star Times, now your passport to better football.
Hello, come closer. I've got good news for you. Lease Legacy Limited is organizing another edition of Train to Hire. Come on, I know you've been waiting for this golden opportunity to get trained and also get hired in this present-day economy. You do not need to remain idle, else you become a tool for crime. With Train to Hire, you will be opportune to make millions. All you need to do is locate Lease Legacy Limited at 52B at Daniel Jones, Ikeja, Lagos on Saturday, 17th of August, 2024. And the time is 8 a.m. Remember, you do not need a qualification to get employed as long as you have a smartphone. Date again is Saturday, 17th of August 2024 at Bliss Legacy Limited, 52B at Deniyi Jones, Ikeja, Lagos. Time is 8 a.m. For further inquiry, please call 091-699-84780. Again, 091-699-84780. Bliss Legacy Limited, changing life.
In a world where connectivity reigns supreme, there's one name that stands tall. Introducing Huawei eKit, cutting-edge switches, routers, and access points brought to you by TD Africa, the continent's force in tech distribution. Our next-generation networking solutions are engineered to redefine reliability, productivity, and affordability, helping small businesses scale rapidly. Join the millions who have made the switch to Huawei's eKit. Talk to TD Africa today. Email inquiries at tdafrica.com to get on board.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
Hold up. Ever wanted in on all the exclusive footage and gist on BB Niger? We got you. The buzz is back. Back to following all the gossip, breakups, breakdowns. Back to giving us spicy banter, bigger secrets, and inside scoops from the BB Niger house. Follow me. Tokemaki. Nah. Follow me on BB Niger, The Buzz, streaming every Thursday on Showmax. Subscribe only from 1,600 Naira. Sign up now at showmax.com. No lose guard.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
Absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you.
You can also get it on Jumia.
Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
The Access Holdings rights issue is now open. For every 2 ordinary shares in your portfolio, take advantage of the chance to acquire one more at 19 Naira 75 kobo each. Between July 8th to August 14th, 2024, we are inviting you to take up your rights in full in the Access Holdings rights issue. Visit www.theaccesscorporation.com to find important information about our rights issue, such as the rights circular, issuing houses, receiving banks, and legal advisors. Access Holdings, where financial solutions connect the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, it still is the season of giving. So says oneplay.ng. That is why they want you to dial the code *347 *880 *3#. Yes, if you want our money, dial that code. Or you could go to the website at www.oneplay.ng, as in one, the number one, PLAY. .ng. Once you get there, select Nigeria Info as your station, and just like that, your ticket will be in the draws. Of course, you have to commit the paltry sum of 500 Naira to each ticket. Now, you can play as many times as possible to give yourself a bigger chance of winning. And remember that your chances of winning are pretty much the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or you use the code *347 *880 *3#. Now, remember that at the end of the week, there's going to be a 500,000 Naira jackpot. I know, it's mind-blowing. You can't beat that. You definitely can't beat that. So, your qualifying for that is dependent on you playing the game during the week. What am I trying to say? I am saying when you dial *347 *880 *3# from your phone, or go to the website at oneplay.ng to play the OnePlay game every day, you automatically qualify for the jackpot that comes at the end of the week on Friday. Yes, it's announced on Friday. That said, ladies and gentlemen, play responsibly. Make sure you are playing with only what you can afford. And once you play, make sure you keep your phone very close, because that lucky call could be coming in at any time. Yes, at any time. One Play is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. Keep playing, keep winning, and keep smiling to the bank. Introducing the essence of true authenticity in fragrance, Wazobia Perfume, the correct scent. A unique blend that captivates the authentic spirit of Nigeria, now available in both perfume and body spray variants. Designed for everyone. Yes, Wazobia is a unisex fragrance perfect for both men and women. Its rich and versatile aroma is a statement of inclusivity and unity. Unleash your confidence with each and every spray. Are you a retailer or do you love to buy in bulk? We've got you covered across Nigeria. Wazobia Perfume comes in cartons of 24 bottles and the body spray is available in cartons of 48 bottles. Interested in making Wazobia Perfume a part of your collection or store? For carton purchases, contact us at the email address contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng or call us at 0201 330 0047. That is 0201 330 0047. Our team is ready to assist you with your orders. Wazobia Perfume, the correct scent. Your new signature fragrance is just a call or a click away. Authentic, unisex, confidence, Wazobia. Asked and we've listened. Welcome back to the Peter Rufai Summer Sports Camp. The program is continuing and it is bigger and better. It has been an incredible summer so far and we are excited to keep that momentum going. Don't miss out on this perfect opportunity for your kids to discover and nurture innate talent in the game of football, basketball, and other sports. Oh yes, your preferred summer program promises to be an unforgettable and enriching experience filled with inspiration, excitement, endless possibilities that will boost your children and make them stand out from the crowd. Register today and enjoy the drills, skills, and thrills with true legends of the game, Dodo Mayana, and other experienced coaches. Parents are also not left out. Come, let us create beautiful memories together. It is going to be fun. Peter Rufai Summer Sports Camp, Amu Odofin chapter starts on Monday the 19th of August to Saturday the 31st of August 2024 at the Darius Turf and the City Pride School, Amu Odofin, Festac, Lagos. Registration is open to boys and girls between the ages of 3 and 17. For inquiries and sponsorship, contact us at the numbers 08100 580 744 or 0806 498 8993. Write us at starroofofficial@gmail.com. That is starroofofficial@gmail.com or WhatsApp on 0811 230 1652. Powered by Star Roof Sports Development and supported by Cool FM, Nigeria Info, and Wazobia FM. Your child's well-being and safety is of utmost priority. Peter Rufai's Summer Sports Camp, rekindling your innate potentials.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Femi and the Gang on Nigeria Info.
Peace.
Hi everyone, Martin Tyler here, English Premier League commentator, UEFA Champions League commentator, and assistant manager of Woking Football Club. You're listening to Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM.
Hi guys, I'm Peter Drury, football commentator, and you are hanging out with Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
guys, welcome back to the show Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info with Femi and the gang. Samuel Victor Akpan here reporting for duty this particular Tuesday evening or Tuesday night, more like. And of course, I'm in good company of Anthony the Voice and Chuma Nali together. We just kicked off the show talking about what the president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has had to say to Reina Wakama, the coach of the Tigress, which is the senior female basketball side of Nigeria. They had a pretty impressive tournament at the just concluded Olympic Games in Paris, where they finished in the quarterfinals narrowly. Maybe not so much narrowly because it was a 14-point game. Lost in the quarterfinals to eventual champions or gold medalists, talking about the United States of America in that particular one. It was what could be regarded as a success because it's the first time Nigeria's ever gotten to that stage and the first time an African team has ever gotten to that stage as well. All right, guys, so what do you make of the conversation? I'd like to get Anthony's thoughts. I did mention before the break that I will be joined by a guest. Hopefully, he does get to join very, very shortly. And the idea is to look at the Nigerian stadium violence, providing better security at MPFL games in Nigeria. But first, while we wait for our guest to join the link for the conversation, how about Anthony tells me? So I did ask Chuma, Anthony, what Rena can do on her part, but Chuma seemed to allude to the fact that it's all about what the administrators, this time the NBBF, can do to better the lot of Rena Wakama. Do you also subscribe to that, or you think there's still more personal growth and development that Rena could make for herself, especially when you put into consideration the fact that we had what could be what could be regarded as very much an above average tournament in Paris?
Well, I mean, Sam, there's for me, I would reckon that this has to be, the propelling factor for us back home. We might just have found a revolution in Rena Wakama. I feel heartbroken because, saying these things, I'm just going to say them. They will never mean more than what I'm just saying. If it's a proper country, in quote, a proper country that pays attention to things like this, I would gladly say, oh, Sam, a lot more will come out of this. We may just be having a woman who can lead a dynasty for us in producing fine young coaches, women coaches, over the next couple of years. Obviously, Rena is, I followed her story, young lady who started following the game pretty young, inspired by her own cousin at a very young age. Her story at North Carolina, Western Carolina University, where she really just started, getting involved in sports, playing for the school for 4 years, leaving college, and then not many remember that she's an ex-D Tigress, also played for the team.
Yep.
I think finished third at the Afro Basket in 2016 or there about 2015. Also, yeah, and I know she also represented Nigeria's First Bank at the FIBA Africa Championship too. So she's somebody who has a blend of, yes, the experience away from home, growing up in a proper society, having the right channels for us to see what she can do at this age. The question should be, what does her badges look like now? I don't have that information, but I really love to know what does her badges look like, and what is the next step to improve that CV. Go for more coaching courses, and yeah, there is the push from the NBBF. There should be the push and support from the ministry, but personally for her, she has to be driven to want to do more and get herself the best, of training, the best of qualification for her to really rise to the peak of this game. Already she's doing what nobody has done at 32. It's incredible. It's a wonderful story. But here, what next? Her badges. She needs to improve what she has on her badges. And like I've said, in a proper setting, we can use her as a point of reflection. What are we doing with our young coaches? Once again, Rena is a product of, a functioning society. I mean, a functioning society, a functioning collegiate system that has produced her. What are we doing? Can we use her as an inspiration for younger basketball coaches in the country? We don't have a lot now. I mean, the ones that we have, the Ogodaldos of this world, they're just a handful. All right. But we have somebody who is ours, who has, merged a lot of experiences from where she's coming from. We can use her to inspire the next generation. We can use her to organize, little coaching courses here and there across schools. There's a lot of possibility we can use to build with Rena. But will that happen? I doubt. We're just talking about this because we have to talk about it. I mean, so it's very sad. It's very sad for me. But obviously, that lady knows what she's doing. She is tactically sound. And I tell you what, that game that we lost against the USA, if you look at that game and the way our team played, yes, we're just short in terms of quality overall. But in terms of having to execute a tactics, we were in it. And yeah, we're just up against a team that had a better quality in terms of playing personnel than us. Technically, in some areas of the game, we showed brilliance. So yeah, she is not just there to do passion. She understands the game at a fundamental level. Of course, she has worked in the system for a couple of years, 4 years as assistant coach and all of that. She's been rejected, in terms of really taking the big role before deciding to come back home and see what she can give to her people. So she's a wonderful story, one of the highlights of this Olympics. But what do we take from there? What does the MBBF do, with her to really just improve what we have going?
Okay, I'd like to ask a question, and maybe this may be a lot unfair to Rena Wakama, or maybe on the other hand, it could be me also making a case for those who have criticized here in the studio as not being good enough as rejectees for this foreign who try to get affiliations with the foreign bodies, and we say, they're not good enough, and then we bring them into the system. Most of them do play the basketball that Rena Wakama is a coach for. Now, when we look at Rena Wakama and say, she's shown signs of brilliance to take Nigeria further, why don't we also criticize? I mean, if they're not good enough, I don't know of any story of Rena trying to, get into the system over there. Well, she looks like one who's committed to the Nigerian cause, coming back home and taking up the national job. If we say that coaches, those who don't cut it abroad, and I'm not talking about the Michael Elises, I'm talking about the Eberichieses for football and the likes who we know across other sports. Why should Rena be given a chance to go on if that's like a general narrative that we have here, that those who don't make it abroad should not be allowed into the system because we feel that there are better managers, there are better athletes, there are better players in the Nigerian system that could do as much? Is this the one case where we make an exception purely on the fact that Nigeria got to the quarterfinals of the Olympic Games, Chuma?
Tricky question, because I get what you're trying to say. That same line we play around with many times, that if you don't have Nigeria's first choice in your jam form, then don't come to us.
Don't come. We're not second choice.
If you're not perhaps good enough to be amongst the creme de la creme in those territories abroad, let Nigeria not be a fallback plan for you, as the case is. But many times you can never really tell how good something is until you try it. And sometimes, especially in the coaching side of life, there's been conversations in football, for example, in the Premier League, this line of BAME, B-A-M-E, has to be black and all of those things, and how we don't have enough black managers in the Premier League, for example. Not because some of them cannot do this thing, but because people already doubt them, courtesy of their skin color, and don't even give them a chance to execute the knowledge that they have. And that could also be, an encumbrance for a coach. How many times have we seen Nigerian coaches, Stephen Kesh is an example, who went to Mali, went to Togo, but not too often have we seen Nigerian coaches, whether in football or in any other sports, go to coach another national team or go and shine in another territory. Man, Lamonike did that too. That's good. So sometimes you want to see these Nigerians first prove their mettle with our national teams, and then that quality can be good enough to attract people. Again, I'm going to use a football example. Today will say Pito Musimani from South Africa. Pito Musimani is because he's proven his mettle first off with Mamelodi Sundowns. If he didn't do well enough, I'm not sure the external guys, Al Ali would not have gone for him in the first place. Eventually, they went for him, and he also succeeded with them. So sometimes you need a foundation where you can prove yourself. So coaching is different from playing. With playing already, you've been proving yourself at club level, and then, a national team, a country wants your services, and you're saying, okay, England, I want England. And when England doesn't invite you and you're 27 years, you now say, hey, I beg, should I still be Nigerian now? Make I go play for Spy Eagles. But with coaching, it's a case of, sometimes you need a foundation to prove yourself. And Rena has gotten a foundation to prove herself at such an early age of hers. For coaches, 32 is young for a coach, and
very young.
And she's coming to do what no other coach has done for any African team in the Olympics.
And Chime, just to put it out, before, I think 9 hours before now, the NBBF is just confirming her appointment now as an actual substantial coach of the Tigers. All this while,
so what was she doing?
She has been operating in an interim capacity. And see, I think that you always need somewhere to show what you can offer. And understandably, your own people, all right, will always be that opportunity for you to say, you know what, even if they don't give me the big, responsibility out there, you have a feeling that, your own people will give you a chance at showing what you've got. But also on the flip side, don't say that Rena is didn't really succeed. She moved from in Manhattan College. She moved from director of women's basketball to assistant coach in 2 years. That's an incredible growth already. Now it's not going to be easy to all of a sudden get head coach because she's obviously.
So we say that
growing.
with Rena Wakama, she's moved with college degrees and all that. But hey, there's Randy Waldrum, university coach. Why are we not giving him the credit that he deserves?
Who's not?
Well, a lot of don't act like you don't know that Nigerians say, a university manager is not good for
anybody
the
that
national team.
Anybody
so
that
here's
says
another
that,
case.
Anybody that says that lacks
justified?
knowledge. It's naivety.
All right. What's not naive is that we have to go on a break. When we come back, the conversation continues, and you tell me what you make of it. We'll open up the phone lines since we cannot get through to our guest who's supposed. I'm very disappointed. I'm going to have some hash words.
Sorry.
Let's go on a break, guys. We'll be right back with the conversation. Game on a 99.3 Nigeria Info with Femi and the gang.
Sports after this.
Tell me which kind thing Viva no fi wash away. Jenna tomato paste or coffee stain your body. Viva go wash away. Chicken in for your clothes now all you need for Viva to wash away. Gentle for your pocket, gentle for your hand.
This new La Liga season go hot, go on to say Mbappe don't land for Real Madrid.
I dey tell you, Vinicius that Brazilian he don't save day.
Messi no go there for what I mess up the entire eye. Sake of say you no go one miss Mbappe.
Vinicius Junior and Bellingham.
You know say La Liga now be the home of football for Europe this season.
I dey tell you, Bakasef no go green.
Hell, that ball will they call Yamal. He gets skill for leg.
You be lie.
La Liga now we have football bracket for this season.
Correct. For La Liga, now who hold Takash? Now be the bush miss.
Now so, on to Flenjo Galibanto. La Liga don't come back strong for Star Times.
And now for HDO.
Star Times, now your passport to better football.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new standard pouch.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Make una listen well o. Access Holdings, they move to the next level and they won't make you follow them enjoy the waka with their right issue. From 8th of July to 14th of August, then they offer new shares for 19 naira 75 kobo each. If you be shareholder, now your chance to get one extra share for every 2 shares where you own. Make you no do yourself o. Hurry, go www.theaccesscorporation.com for the full story, including the right circular, the people where they sell the shares, the bank where they collect, and our legal advisors them. Access Holdings, where financial solutions, they connect the world.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
The telenovelas of radio information.
More news.
More conversations.
More information.
More sports.
And more talk.
Nigerian's station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
Keep listening to Femi and the Gang on Nigeria Info.
Peace. This Femi and the Gang people, they make sports look like say you dey inside stadium. My name is Okay Bakasi. Keep listening to Femi and the Gang for the best in sports on Nigerian Info.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
Round the clock will bring the news,
sports,
events,
talk, and even more talk.
My word is crisis averted in aviation sector.
The conversation, your views and suggestions.
We talk on Nigeria Info.
Hello.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast, guys. Game on 99.3 Nigeria Info with Femi and the Gang. I did promise that we will try to get through. I guess technology fails us sometimes, but I have him via the phone lines here in the studio. Good evening and welcome to Game On, Mr. Ebere. This is Samuel, and I know I told you we're going to do this via Zoom, but hey, when technology fails, it fails. Can you read me, Mr. Ebere?
Oh. Thank you very much. Good evening, our listeners. Good evening, Sam.
Sorry about the difficulty with technology, but let's get right into it. So, Coach Ebere Amaraizu, I hope I said that correctly, Coach.
Yes, Coach Ebere Amaraizu. Yeah.
Okay, you are the chairman of Rangers International FC Foundation and also an Olympic Solidarity Sports Administrator and Manager, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're here tonight to talk about stadium violence, which is pretty much providing better security at NPFL games for Nigerians. Now, I want to give a little background to issues of violence in Nigeria over the years before we get right to the first question on the show today. Now, it's not common, it's no news that over the years we've had issues of crowd violence in our league, but here's something that can help you work with. 26 June 2022, violent clashes between supporters and Gombe United and Wiki Tories Football Club caused unneeded distractions during the MPFL matches on back on that particular day in Gombe. This is as reported by one of the local media here in Nigeria. Again, on the 17th of April 2022, match day 23 game in the MPFL was marred by fan violence and vandalism of the Katsina United boss at the Sani Abacha Stadium in Kano in the game between Kano Pillars and Katsina United. Now, on the 23rd of February 2022, again, same 2022, fan violence as Plateau United hold Gombe United to a draw. At the end of that encounter, it was reported that angry home fans attacked Plateau United's team boss by throwing objects, and an official of the visiting team suffered a head injury in the process. Now, this is as regards, the two sides playing. How about June 2, 2022? At the Lakers Salami Stadium in Ibadan, 3SC hosted Remo Stars, and the match was abandoned at 1-1. Now, a journalist, Toby Adekboju, that was much reported, was assaulted by fans and had to be rescued from the mob by the police. That's in a long list of issues with violence in Nigerian League. Now, I want to start off the conversation by asking you, why do you think there has been a lot of crowd violence in recent years, especially in the NPFL?
Yeah, thank you very much, Sam. Just as you rightly pointed out, and giving various backgrounds to this, that are very, very historic as far as it is concerned too. We feel the same way as you also feel. Other fans will also feel to our football followers or sports followers. Now, be that as it may, the issue is that football has become a game that, of course, it's an emotional game. It's an emotional game. Yes, football is an emotional game, just like other sports there too. And which follow us and all that, who would also want decisions to go in their favor. Despite the fact that they lack knowledge of, or they may lack knowledge of the laws of the games, how it moves too. That's one dimension. Then another one too is that the football arbiters too. The football arbiters on their own, we may not know, the level or the state of their mind or the emotion before embarking, on that assignment and all that. Then of course, we also look at people that are involved in the organizations, talking about personnel, involved in the management of crowd management when it has to do with football and all that. So, and of course, lack of that awareness and the orientation, cutting across people understanding that this is just a game, that it is just a kind of an element that brings, various kinds of people together, that at times you may win, at times you may lose, at times you may draw. And this orientation has not been able to permeate and all that. So, and to the people hosting, they are hosting in the sense that we must win. To the people that are going to play, that maybe the visiting team, maybe they are looking at, okay, can we get something from here? Or if we don't get something from here, what happens to us and all that? Yeah. And if you play this thing side by side with our European counterparts, you know that they have come of age, and while we have not come of age. It's not as if there's a kind of there's magic. The only magic there is one, the orientation, and of course the personnel involved, because the orientation will take you into the world of the understanding that it is a game or an instance that deals with emotion. Okay. It's just a kind of emotional thing. Then how do we manage this emotion, because it must come? How do we manage any anger? What do we do? The crowds They are entitled to their individual emotions, and there are very many. And you can see some reactions coming up if they are not properly managed. So how do we manage this emotion to make sure that it does not cause commotion?
All right. Now that you've mentioned it, you've spoken about emotions and education and orientation for fans and those involved in football matches in Nigeria. That being said, are you really of the opinion that crowd control is being properly dealt with in the league? And I need you to speak as an administrator, one who also provides security, involved in security provision for games in the NPFL and beyond, and also as one who also runs the administration, coaching-wise. Are you of the opinion that crowd control is being, at the moment, properly dealt with in the NPFL?
No, that has not been dealt with. It has not been properly dealt with because, one, if it has, it would have been able to curtail some of those incidences, just like as you have rightly pointed out to. We are still witnessing pockets of violence or the other, in various stadia too. Even though that at some point they appear as if they are managed and all that. But the issue is that they have not been properly dealt with because, one, we tend to be neglecting this aspect that I've told you right now. Yeah. The aspect of people, being entitled to their emotion. Because it has to do with emotion, yes. It is not a warfare. Even people constituting this problem don't come with it because it's maybe a kind of a predetermined thing that we must win. And if we don't win, it's going to go like this. So it's a kind of mindset. Maybe they have prepared their mindset towards this too. So there has to be a kind of, a strong coalition, that will promote a strong awareness, and a strong awareness that will also give impetus to the dealing of emotions, of various fans that will be coming, maybe spectators and all that. There has to be proper. It's not enough that you put up a signpost that say no to violence and all that. Yes, yeah. But at some point, in addition to whatever you may have on ground, it kind of gets people properly educated. Stakeholders, they're all stakeholders. Football stakeholders will be properly educated, sensitized, citing a kind of, or giving them an overview example, that is drawn from our counterparts from European areas that where they see this thing as an exciting moment, they see this thing as this and all that. Yes, agree that this has to do like this, but when you lose this, then you take it in good faith and all that, because you are bound to lose, you are bound to win, you are bound to draw and all that. Life goes on, and that's exactly what you understand from games. One of the things that they preach, that is not, a kind of coming to play to win at all costs.
Yeah.
Because when you come to play with that mindset that you have to win at all costs, or you are the one hosting that you have to win at all, even when you don't play better, then you put pressures on the referee who are also women. The referees who are also women too, and they are arbiters, and put them in a mindset that will be very conflicting and all that, and make them to bow to one emotion or the other, and take a wrong decision and all that. And you see where that you're not beginning to see, the issues of violence playing out and all that. Because some decisions taken from referee could also spur violence. And again, some, a kind of approach, if not well made too, it might be made in good faith, but then the approach upon which it's made is not appreciable. It can also spur violence and all that.
Okay.
Then a whole lot of things happening. Yeah.
All right. So you've spoken about the reasons why these issues could come to the fore. Where it stems from. On the one hand, you've also talked about the emotions and all of that, the psychological aspect. But then there's the physical aspect, which is very, very pertinent. Now, as an administrator, especially, can you give us an idea as to how security is currently provided for players, referees, and fans during matches in the NPFL? How is it sought? How do they provide these things?
Yeah, if you look at, football, in a football stadium has got its own kettle of fish. What I mean by that, when it has to do with security, because one, you do not come to the stadium with rifle. You know that.
Yeah.
You do not come there with baton.
Yes.
Yes. You can just watch it out how it is done. What the modern approach to this now is recruitment of volunteers, which of course the Rangers International Football Club has started. They
Okay.
started it at the midway of last season, and it paid off. The volunteers are members of the community that are volunteers to give back to the society, to play their own immense role. There are many men and women of reputable characters and all that do augment the workforce inside the stadium, talking about the seat arrangements, talking about how people stay. At times you begin to see people overshoot to where they are not supposed to be and all that, and they're trying to block views of other people. This also could cause stadium violence and all that. It could cause an uproar and all that. But when you have these men recruited that walk in, identify, then giving necessary lectures on mental health and the management of emotions, which is important, management of anger, they are trained on that, presented, to ensure that they cover each of the portions within the stadium and all that. It makes them to keep eyeballs to some sections where problem could have been managed to. So this is a kind of a system that is very, very operational. Like if you go to Liverpool Football Club Foundation Football Club at Anfield, if you go to Arsenal, you see them, they call them stewards.
Yes.
You call them stadium steward. Yes. If you can replicate what we have done, in Rangers in the past season, if we have replicate it all over the places, have them in their numbers, they are identified and they take care of row by row because stadium has row. So they are facing those stadium and row and all that. I can bet you that it will be difficult for you to begin to witness it, get it every time, frequently, begin to have this.
Okay,
So
just a quick one. Sorry to interrupt you. Is that currently the system, the model you just painted, is that currently in place for Rangers at the moment, or is that what they're looking to do?
No, they just started it.
It just began.
Yeah, they just began it under the dispensation of the new general manager, Barrister Amobi Ezak, because it is operational. In where he did his FIFA master class. It's a FIFA master class. Personnel. So when he came up, then part of those he had some takeaways. From European football.
Yeah.
They tried to bring them in here, and those initiatives are working here. These initiatives are bringing in community cohesion, making people come to volunteer work, ensure the cleanliness and orderliness inside the stadium. They are many, they are reputable people. They are in thousands and all that. You see them, with their jerseys, because you see them wear the apron and all that. Just they call them stadium stewards. So if you can get it in all the stadium, get all these people, then have regular interface on management of anger, emotions, and other, safety protocols and all that, because these people too undergo this training on safety, rotations on safety protocols, management of anger, looking at things that could cause uproar, go ahead of them, remain proactive, and make sure that people come, watch their match, enjoy their match, and go, without, being molested and all that. I think it's a good one. If you can replicate that in other stadiums too, they would have said, okay, that our football is growing.
Okay, at the risk of sounding like I'm preaching violence, I think there's peculiarity that needs to be, the word peculiarity needs to come into play here. There's something that is obtainable in the first world nations. In England, you talked about Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Barcelona abroad. It's obtainable. But we know our climes are different. And in Nigeria here, we probably need the hard hand or the strong hand to come down on us before things actually work. Do you think that we should not be looking too soon ahead of this model that you mentioned, knowing that Nigerians can be a little stubborn or a little bit too stubborn? Shouldn't we more be looking at having, if we failed with the police approach that we used to do here in the country, have police with batons and all of that in the stadium, do you think it would then work with having stewards who, if I know that Samuel is my community leader and we are going to a game and I'm going to stem violence, why should I respect Samuel if he's a steward?
Okay, the issue is that, one, the said Samuel should also look at the fact that if any violence is perpetrated and consciously it is pinned down to him, that really know that the outcome is going to be heavy on him. Of course, he has been identified by some community members who is also acting as a steward, because you are coming from somewhere. The steward must know you.
Yeah.
The steward are selected they were all were selected from their members of the community selected, who have volunteered to work. And their numbers are many. Their numbers can cover all the layers of all the stadium segments if you see them how they are deployed.
Okay.
And if you see them in Europe, yes, how they are. You can have about maybe 10 to 1 foot, to one section, 10 to 1 section, 10 to 1 section. You see how they move and all that. Then they face them. Facing them is that they know them so that they will not know who among them can throw this. And if they know you, they can, confidently alert the police, the regular police or the regular security agencies, the civil defense are already there too. But that will come when violence is envisaged and the person, the actor, is also identified. And believe me, that no actor would like to be identified in the kind of this. And so he will try to hold himself after what has he come to do. He has come to watch the game and enjoy his game and all that. Let me also tell you that one of the things that also bring problem is sitting arrangement. This sitting arrangement will also be handled by this stadium steward who looks at your ticket, the one you have, and of course give you the wings that you're supposed to pick and all that. And it goes that way because each of them are attached. They are not only one, not only two, there are many. They are attached in their cells to a particular wing of the stadium too. So it deals with a kind of safety arrangement of this, which also spells out, the routine involved in risk management. Because before a match is played, you would have done your risk management analysis and all that, then make your deployment in accordance with that risk management. But essentially, those people that are coming to work are not just coming kind of maybe they are conscripted coming to work. Yes, they volunteer themselves. Not only that they volunteer themselves, they are going to be trained on safety protocols, and other protocols involving arrangement, sitting arrangement, then management of emotions and anger and all that. Because football is a game of emotion. So there could be a kind of outburst of emotion. If it is not managed, then it can also spring up and give us the problem we are talking about.
Okay. At the moment, I'd like you in explicit terms tell me who currently provides security. If Rangers International, for instance, is to take on Aqua United, my favorite team in the MPFL, at the Rangers Stadium, who is saddled in explicit terms the responsibility of providing security for both the Rangers players, the fans, and the referee at the moment in the MPFL? Who is held responsibly for a breach in security?
Okay, it's the host team.
The host team. So
yes.
How does the host team prepare to you've spoken about some of the ways that should be done, providing stewards and all of that.
Yeah.
To what degree do they do this? Where does the security begin and stop?
Yes, the host team is responsible for security within the stadium.
Within the stadium?
Yeah, within the stadium. Just when I mean within the stadium is until you leave the stadium premises and all that.
Okay.
Yes, maybe perhaps go there because they are to provide adequate security, that guarantee the safety of both the spectators, match officials, then the visiting teams, and other. Yes, they're in charge too. That's why they will arrange with the security agencies. They will have the agency that does that. But additionally, because of some of the requirements and the protocol, a football protocol which does not, encourage bearing of arms or some of the implements within the stadium too. That's why the issue of this stadium stewards now comes to play, which has not never been operational until midway or almost last year, the end of the season, towards the end of the season, where Rangers came up with one and set up the ground rolling with their stewards, which also played out immensely too. So, in a nutshell, we need additionally to make preparation for recruitment of stadium stewards.
Okay.
Stadium stewards are volunteers. We need to have them have regular interface so that each of their deployment will be based on the level of risk assessment conducted.
All right.
And because they also will be working hand in hand with the regular police or other security agencies, that takes care of, football within the stadium too. That they will also be in a place, we are positioned in the place where they are. But this steward will be telling them that this is how it is and all that. They all identify too. It's a new innovation that if we borrow it and go by it, encourage it to a reasonable extent, is going to help to dial down this issue, address this issue of stadium violence.
Okay, I've got two more questions, and we have a break in less than 4 minutes. So let me get to the first part of that question, and I want to take you back to last season. The game Rangers played with Enyimba. We obviously know what happened last season between those two, where Rangers had this stadium overfilled, and you've mentioned that. Controlling the number of fans trooping into the stadium, but in that particular game, it was overfilled to capacity, causing chaos eventually. Would you say, first off, that was Rangers in itself failing in its original plan to provide security? Would you accept that Rangers take the blame for that?
Let me tell you, I was there live and direct.
Okay.
And after that, I also did a press release. I requested that the steward ought to be commended, one after the other, because I saw the work they did there too.
In the midst of the chaos?
Yes. They were able to, live up to the billings. If that match...
How were they able to live up to the billing if we had the stadium overfilled?
Let me tell you. First of all, the stadium was lived beyond the capacity. That's one. You saw the massive crowd. People tried to play because a lot of things came up there. People watch the pictures and all that. It has never happened in any of the Nigerian league too. The kind of the numbers that came for that match. It was a star match, and upon all these things, there was no deaths recorded. They're supposed to have kudos now on that. Did you record any deaths?
But then there was chaos. We don't have to wait until there's death to happen. But there was serious chaos. There was injuries.
Ordinarily, that match was supposed to have recorded about 10 or 20% there. Because of the kind of crowd that was supposed to be stampede. There was supposed to be serious stampede that would cause death of persons.
So do we blame Rangers for allowing the fans to overfill the stadium? Because it was a home game and Rangers allowed too many crowds in the stadium.
No. The issue is that all of a sudden they were playing. They were playing their matches, even on that crowd. Not until from the Enyimba side, Enyimba stand, then ignited an issue. I think that match, that incident was investigated by LMC.
Yeah. Rangers were also fined as well.
They were fined because they said that they didn't say that they didn't control the crowd. They said they allowed the crowd. They allowed the number to overflow because the stadium to control more than the capacity. Now, if you just look at it, it's not as if that they did not control. I would say they did not provide security. No, that was not why they were fined. Okay. They were fined because the stadium, overshot the capacity.
I get you, but because we have a break to go, I want you to answer this in one simple term. Did Rangers on the day fail in its number one responsibility of providing security for the fans on that day?
Well, the issue is that is the first case. That match, it's not as if that they failed. Well, it's not as if that they failed somehow. But then the LMC said the stadium was, that's overshot the capacity.
All right.
And we are fining you because the stadium overshot the capacity, that you're supposed to have known that capacity. So they didn't say that Rangers failed to provide security.
Even though we saw a lack of it in the game. All right. I get your stand, but let's go on a break. We'll be right back and we'll continue the conversation. If you will just stay on the line, please, Mr. Iberi.
All right.
Under the age of 18.
You don't ready to relax and enjoy? Make I introduce Teasers, your party when it reach time to relax and enjoy. Make you wake up your taste buds with every sip of Teasers. Whether you deal with friends after exercise, or be you just the chill. Teasers now your party with a better taste and rich goodness. Teasers day gidigba for your enjoyment. Grab Teasers today and enjoy good times. Make you drink responsibly. Teasers now for people who don't reach 18 years and above. Teasers, the fun, no the finish.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to serve?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
When you want it easy and you don't know where to go for your food and groceries, there's an app you need to know. Everything you need and more. Mano gets it. Mano gets it. One app. One app. All you need. All you need. Mano gets it. From your phone to your door. Mano gets it.
Download the Mano app on Google Play Store or iOS App Store to order your essentials from groceries, food, and more. Mano, products you love delivered in minutes.
Hold up, hold up. Ever wanted in on all the exclusive footage and gist on BB Niger? We got you. The buzz is back. Back to following all the gossip, breakups, breakdowns. Back to giving us spicy banter, bigger secrets, and inside scoops from the BB Niger house. Follow me. Follow me on BB Niger, The Buzz, streaming every Thursday on Showmax. Subscribe only from 1,600 Naira. Sign up now at showmax.com. Don't lose God.
70% electricity saving for your AC. 50% electricity saving for your freezer. Refrigerator. Washing machine. Tamukuno de shekatosho. We there for you. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We there for you. Ayatamokuna #1. We go there for you. Quality appliances for all. We there for you. We go there.
Oh, walk up. This new La Liga season go hot. Go on to say Mbappe don't land for Real Madrid.
I did tell you. Vinicius that Brazilian you don't save day.
Yes, you no go there for water mess up the entire eye. Sake of say you no go one miss Mbappe.
Vinicius Junior and Bellingham.
You know say La Liga now be the home of football for Europe this season.
I did tell you. Bakasef no go green.
Hell, that ball will they call your man. He gets skill for leg.
You be lie.
La Liga now we have football bracket for this season.
Correct. For La Liga, now who hold Takash? Now be the bush miss.
Now so, on to Flenjo Galibanto, La Liga don't come back strong for Star Times.
And now for HDO.
Star Times, now your passport to better football.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Hey, Brekete, don't bust Brekete with Glow Brekete 10X. Talk true. Yes, so with Glow Brekete 10X, every naira they count. Now, why you fit count on Glow for 10 times the value of your recharge, whether a voice or a data? Glow Brekete 10X, now the correct plan will go sweet you, your family and your friends join. Hey, oh yeah, he never finish your Glow Brekete 10X will summon you one-time welcome bonus of 1,000 naira, double data bonus, and even bonus night data. Everything Brekete with Glow Brekete 10X. If you want to enjoy Brekete 10X, what do you they wait for? Rush go any Glow World building, kiosk, or activation center. Go collect your own Glow line. Or dial *301# to jolly. Make every naira count. Count on us for 10 times the value of your recharge with Brekete 10X. Glow, powering ambition.
Glow Unlimited.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
In a world where connectivity reigns supreme, there's one name that stands tall. Introducing Huawei eKit, cutting-edge switches, routers, and access points brought to you by TD Africa, the continent's force in tech distribution. Our next-generation networking solutions are engineered to redefine reliability, productivity, and affordability, helping small businesses scale rapidly. Join the millions who have made the switch to Huawei's eKit. Talk to TD Africa today. Email inquiries@tdafrica.com to get on board. Everything surely comes to an end. That dinner, that mushy movie, even that long traffic. But there's one thing that doesn't. Enjoy truly unlimited data with Airtel Unlimited Speed-Based Plans. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to buy now. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
My guy, share updates there for this match.
Na 3 odds na show pass.
No louder move. Nyaros na. Bama, abeg, sama us 3 export. Make real G's connect.
Hello?
Papa, share update now.
Almost show downtown. Na 3 odds shopper.
Na him be say 3 export. Go down the flow to be that.
Based on taste that you nice.
3 Export. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. The Access Holdings rights issue is now open. For every 2 ordinary shares in your portfolio, take advantage of the chance to acquire 1 more at 19 naira 75 kobo each. Between July 8th to August 14th, 2024, we are inviting you to take up your rights in full in the Access Holdings rights issue. Visit www.theaccesscorporation.com to find important information about our rights issue, such as the rights circular, issuing houses, receiving banks, and legal advisors. Access Holdings, where financial solutions connect the world.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stop?
Sonia tomato mix in a new standard pouch.
Ladies and gentlemen, it still is the season of giving. So says oneplay.ng. That is why they want you to dial the code *347 *880 *3 hash. Yes, if you want our money, dial that code. Or you could go to the website at www.oneplay.ng, as in one, the number one, PLAY.ng. Once you get there, select Nigeria Info as your station, and just like that, your ticket will be in the draws. Of course, you have to commit the paltry sum of 500 naira to each ticket. Now, you can play as many times as possible to give yourself a bigger chance of winning. And remember that your chances of winning are pretty much the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or you use the code *347 *880 *3 hash. Now, remember that at the end of the week, there's going to be a 500,000 naira jackpot. I know, it's mind-blowing. You can't beat that. You definitely can't beat that. So, your qualifying for that is dependent on you playing the game during the week. What am I trying to say? I am saying when you dial *347 *880 *3 hash from your phone or go to the website at oneplay.ng to play the OnePlay game every day, you automatically qualify for the jackpot that comes at the end of the week on Friday. Yes, it's announced on Friday. That said, ladies and gentlemen, play responsibly. Make sure you are playing with only what you can afford. And once you play, make sure you keep your phone very close, because that lucky call could be coming in at any time. Yes, at any time. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. Keep playing, keep winning, and keep smiling to the bank. Asked and we've listened. Welcome back to the Peter Rufai Summer Sports Camp. The program is continuing and it is bigger and better. It has been an incredible summer so far, and we are excited to keep that momentum going. Don't miss out on this perfect opportunity for your kids to discover and nurture innate talent in the game of football, basketball, and other sports. Oh yes, your preferred summer program promises to be an unforgettable and enriching experience filled with inspiration, excitement, endless possibilities that will boost your children and make them stand out from the crowd. Register today and enjoy the drills, skills, and thrills with true legends of the game, Dodo Mayana, and other experienced coaches. Parents are also not left out. Come, let us create beautiful memories together. It is going to be fun. Peter Rufai Summer Sports Camp, Amour Dolphin chapter, starts on Monday the 19th of August to Saturday the 31st of August 2024 at the Darius Turf and the City Pride School, Amour Dolphin, Festac, Lagos. Registration is open to boys and girls between the ages of 3 and 17. For inquiries and sponsorship, contact us at the numbers 08100 580 744 or 0806 498 8993. Write us at starroofofficial@gmail.com. That is starroofofficial@gmail.com, or WhatsApp on 0811 230 1652. Powered by Star Roof Sports Development and supported by Cool FM, Nigeria Info, and Wazobia FM. Your child's well-being and safety is of utmost priority. Peter Rufai's Summer Sports Camp, rekindling your innate potentials. Introducing the essence of true authenticity in fragrance, Wazobia Perfume, the correct scent. A unique blend that captivates the authentic spirit of Nigeria, now available in both perfume and body spray variants. Designed for everyone. Yes, Wazobia is a unisex fragrance perfect for both men and women. Its rich and versatile aroma is a statement of inclusivity and unity. Unleash your confidence with each and every spray. Are you a retailer or do you love to buy in bulk? We've got you covered across Nigeria. Wazobia Perfume comes in cartons of 24 bottles and the body spray is available in cartons of 48 bottles. Interested in making Wazobia Perfume a part of your collection or store? For carton purchases, contact us at the email address contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng or call us at 0201 330 0047. That is 0201 330 0047. Our team is ready to assist you with your orders. Wazobia Perfume, the correct scent. Your new signature fragrance is just a call or a click away. Authentic, unisex, confidence, Wazobia.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Keep listening to Femi and the Gang on Nigeria Info. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
We are back. It's now 8:39 studio time, or 38 more like studio time here at Etemi and Crescent, Victoria and Lagos. Welcome back to Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info with Femi and the Gang. Sam holding things down in good company of Anthony the Voice, Chuma Nolly, and joining the broadcast now is David Okwara. Hi David, welcome to the show.
Hi Sam. I see you guys have been cooking,
whipping up a storm.
Yeah, I've been cooking soup for a few minutes there. So I was just having fun watching you guys.
So we're gonna get back to our guest in a bit from the 9 p.m. Because we have a segment we really need to get onto very short now. We don't want to interrupt or have to end that conversation to go back and come back to him. But I'd like to open up the phone lines now to hear from you guys. 020127700993 for men, 020146579190 for women. You've heard the conversation. We're talking providing better security, and our guest, Mr. Ebere Amaraizu, has been telling us he's a Rangers International FC Foundation coach and an administrator, a bit of a tongue twister, and an administrator in when it comes to sporting events as well, providing security pretty much. And he's been giving us insights into how it works. And we are on the conversation about last season's game between Enyimba and, of course, Rangers out there in the Rangers Stadium where there was chaos. And it wasn't particularly savory for him. And you heard what he's had to say in response to that the LMC did say, well, you're being fined for only breaching the required amount of people, overpopulation in the stadium. But how about the fact that there were people were injured, from all of the incidences we saw? And he's not particularly taking responsibility of that at the moment. But we'll get back to him and he'll expatiate on that conversation. But guys, time to hear from you, Chuma. Are you necessarily satisfied with what you've heard from Mr. Iberi so far as regards stadium security? Well, he's made some very good points. What we mentioned about bringing stewards. We know what the rules of the game does say about bringing mobile policemen into the stadium and all of that. But I did ask him, and I'm still going to be on that thought. peculiarity of the Nigerian scene. This steward thing, to what degree, no matter the training, no matter the orientation you give people, it does appear to me that we're far away from having stewards in our stadium. Do you support that notion, or do you think he does make a point when he says there's need for that?
Yeah, the fact that he mentioned Rangers have found a way to start practicalizing it shows that it's workable. Of course, like you said, truly, we do have a fair share of challenges in this part of the world. By the way, I'm thinking about the Faji All-Star train, which is this Sunday, and I'm sure that you share with the listener in a bit what we have. But as to getting it right, there are certain models that have started working. I know beyond even security, we were saying, hey, how can we package our games to the level where young fans want to go to watch? We saw what Sporting Lagos did. We've said, oh, how can we have our facilities to look very classy and world-class like Remo Stars have done it? We've said, oh, how can we have fans come out in their numbers to watch games? Doma United did it. Fans came out in their thousands. Kano Pillars have done it over the years. Enyimba have done it. So when I look at these positives, it shows me that some of these things we think have been too many bottlenecks for us can be sorted if we decide to start sorting. I know it's also a mentality thing. We had a record number to a certain level of away wins in the first half of the season. Last term, we saw so many teams go away from home to win, and we had limited issues of violence. So it means orientation is working. The more we keep talking about these things, the more it gets slightly better. Of course, it's never going to be perfect, because even in other parts of the world, it's not perfect. Copa America final, for example, was delayed by 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
Copa America final in the USA, because there were fans who wanted to jump the fence to watch the game without buying tickets. So this is a human thing. We'll always have these issues, but my prayer will be that we push it to the barest minimum. And honestly, we're having some huge positives around the league that gives me hope that tomorrow could be better. The problem is, how far is that tomorrow? I think we're closer to that tomorrow than ever before, but there still have to be things done. And the fact that Rangers have somehow started doing their part is pertinent that other teams, especially in the southern part of the country, buy into their ideology. And Akwa United, you have a world-class team already in Akwa Ibom. So put together that, bring the fans out, have people who are volunteers. Rivers United, who've been spending all the money in recent times to show they're one of the best in the league and all that. Let's have these models. And the more other teams in the league see that it's working for some teams, the more clarity these other teams will get for themselves as to the fact that these things are possible. And the more club chairmen will know that it's beyond just waiting for monthly allocation. There are other things you need to do as well.
Off the break, Tony, you were talking about the need for club licensing to be taken a bit more serious. And if we do that, we might have just two teams playing in the MPFL. Will we be satisfied to know that if we really want to run this thing as professional as we are supposed to?
I mean, Sam, this conversation is, a really extensive one. There's a lot to say, all right? But yeah, all of the things he's talked about, the points he's raised, orientation and personnel, what is obtainable in some of the places we look up to and all of that, they're all good points. But everything comes down to club licensing. It comes down to the foundation of our professional football that we say we run. And we've always asked that question, how professional is our professional league? And I've always said it, if we truly want to run this league the way it should be, then only 2 teams, only 3 will play in the MPFL. We're not ready. And that's the truth. Until we become revolutionary and not care about, we're going to hurt the feelings of the fans or the feelings of governors or the feelings of stakeholders. If we truly want to run a league, a professional league, not an amateur league, a professional league, there's certain things that we must have on ground before we have a team participate in the league. I mean, he's mentioned things about stewards. These are things that should be in the books, black and white. Before you say you want to play in the MPFL, you will have a certain number of stewards. Before you say you want to play in the MPFL, you will clearly show, this issue of ambulance. Let's have ambulances at our stadium. How many can we beat our chest and say how many of these venues has a standby ambulance that is doing well? I will not go into the players that we have lost from not being able to give, quick medical attention in this league.
All right. Okay, officially, guys, we are
Tony,
in
don't vex.
the.
Sorry, your voice be serious.
No, we can calm down. We're officially in the Trophy Extra Stout sponsorship segment of the broadcast, and I'm glad to tell you that it promises to be fun. The next 15 minutes, we are going to be celebrating Naija originals. Guys who certainly have been making a name in the industry, in their craft, in their art, and can inspire you to do better things for yourself and get on to achieve that one thing you've always wanted to achieve greatness. I mean, we've looked at, in previous episodes, we've looked at people like, I remember listening to Chuma talk about the great Onyeka Onwenu right here on the broadcast. And the previous one, I mentioned another original, Niger original, who done great in the industry of arts and crafts as well. So today, guess who we have as a true Niger original? I'll let you know in getting on that after we enjoy this break. This
What
little
does it
musical
take
break.
to be an original? I'll tell you. It's not just walking the path of others, but understanding, innovating, and carving your own path, knowing who you are, creating your own world, and not being afraid to own it. Most especially, being true to where you're from and doing things your way. For those who make extra special out of nothing, no DNA needed, originally black.
You know, the artist we're talking about today, it's the very, very own, or our very own Niger original. And it goes by the name O-L-A to the M-I to the D-E, Bado.
Them say the boy you done the pop up. See my belly you done the come up. And let them ask who you turn up. Sundown for Guinea with the drop up. They want see me finish my lock up.
So he's today's Niger original on the Trophy Extra Stout Niger original segment of Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info. Now you know him, Olamide Bado. He is a Nigerian Ogbonge rapper, a singer, a songwriter, and a record executive. In person, a record executive pretty much. Now Olamide, if in case you don't know, and I'm sure there's nobody who doesn't, maybe just Samuel Victor Akpan. He was born in Bariga, Lagos State on the 15th of March, 1989. Almost the same day somebody else I know was born. Anyway, he is the second of Pa Adedeji's three children, with Ronke Osisonya Adedeji, his second wife. Now, Temi Gold and Eniola Olamilekan, also known as DJ Erimoni, are Olamide's two siblings. Now, Olamide attended both primary and high school in Lagos, but for tertiary education, Olamide Bado attended the Tai Solari. Is it Solari or Sholari?
Tai Sholari Oshisoya.
The Tai Sholari University, where he studied mass communication. Olamide is regarded as one of the most influential artists in Africa. He has been pivotal to the creative and commercial scene of several Afrobeat music stars and is consistently praised for his role in elevating street pop to mainstream recognition as a distinct music genre. Now that's another tune from the True Niger original, has been celebrated by Trophy Extra Stout right here on Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info. Olamide Bado. Now, I would like to ask the guys in the studio which Olamide music comes across as their favorite. David, you are one for Nigerian music. You consume a lot of that. But which Olamide music is your favorite?
You just played it.
Which
Actually
one?
just played it.
The one that's playing now in the background.
Milo, Milo.
Milo, yes. I didn't. I think that came off. I think it was Baddest Guy. Or was he a Young Mayweather? I think one of those. Lamide has dropped so many albums now that you don't even know which is which anymore. I think at a time, 1 year in 2013, he dropped 2 albums in 1 year. I think it was Baddest Guy, Valley Vet, and the one before that. He dropped 2 albums in 1 year. Yeah, the guy is mad prolific just by the sheer amount of volume he puts out there. You can't ignore him.
Certainly cannot. Now in 2011, Olamide released his debut studio album, Rhapsody, while signed to Kodad Tunes, YBNZ. His follow-up album was released under his label Upprint, talking about Yahoo Boys No Laptop, aka YBNL Nation. Now, those are names you guys are most familiar with, but hey, it's not gonna be good.
You were saying like one old timer. YBNL Nation.
But hey, if there's
like one government agency, the YBNL has now.
I aspire to be a true Niger original, just like Olamide, and today he's been celebrated on the Trophy Extra Stout Niger original segment of Game On. He's achieved so much, must be said. Olamide. On the 17th of July 2013, this time around, Olamide became the first Nigerian to sign an endorsement deal with Ciroc, or is it Ciroc? Ciroc. In November 2023, Olamide received his first nomination at the 60th annual Grammy Award for the song. Who can guess? Chuma, can you guess the song?
Can't guess.
That was last year now with Ashake.
Yeah, or the song title. Can you guess it?
With Ashake, I don't forget the title.
Tony's reading my screen.
I can't even see it.
Oh, you can?
I can.
All right, you want to take a
What
guess?
did you say?
In 2023 November, Olamide received his first nomination at the 66th Grammy Award ceremony for the song. What's the title of the song?
Is it a song? Or
no, it's the song.
And him and Olamide, this guy, they talk about.
Alongside his signee Ashake, like Chuma said. He became the first Nigerian hip-hop act in history to actually achieve this feat. So what's that particular
tell us now.
song? No, 020127709993, 020146579190. Can you take a guess to tell me what that song title was? I know Google is working for all of you right now, but Olamide is also noted for his contribution to music and arts in Nigeria, which has earned him multiple national and international awards as well. One thing you should take away from Olamide is his consistency and never giving in to pressure or adversity.
Taking you back.
Why is this guy feeling like a DJ?
DJ Anthony, a true Niger original.
Don't play, bro. Don't play, bro. Don't play. Don't play.
Don't worry. Maybe the next episode of the.
It doesn't follow on Wednesdays, so I mean, it's not.
I mean, you're here on Tuesdays. Maybe the next one will be celebrating the great Bado. That is now called The Voice.
You don't the smoky.
All right, to the phone lines, I'd like to hear your take as to that particular song that got Olamide nominated at the Grammy Award. So talk to me. Do you know it? Hello, good evening to you.
I do, but I won't say.
Hello?
Hello, good evening, Samuel.
Hi there, welcome to the Trophy Extra Stout Niger original segment of Game On. You want to tell me your name?
This is Friday from Ibeleri.
All right, Friday, you want to guess that Olamide song we're talking about?
So, okay, it's not yet time to talk about it.
No. We are celebrating Olamide, a true Niger original at the moment.
Okay, no problem.
Don't worry, that conversation returns at 9 p.m.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Olamide Bado.
Fuse, Mr. Producer.
DJ Anthony.
One it, they should be to me. Boy. Look my less, I look my well, boy.
All right, let's take another call. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Sam.
Good evening. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Sam from Aja.
All right, Sam, you want to guess that Olamide song for me?
Yeah, maybe I'm a piano.
Amapiano. Yeah, you're right. That was the song that got him nominated for the 66th Annual Grammy Awards.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, you are a true original. Take the stamp. Bah, I don't stamp you.
Thank you.
Every day it be like a new year. Overseas they won't chop me like suya. I know be dog for this do ya. Tire so greasy, you dey dance like
What
Chris
does it
Breezy.
take to be an original? I'll tell you. It's not just walking the path of others, but understanding, innovating, and carving your own path, knowing who you are, creating your own world, and not being afraid to own it. Most especially, being true to where you're from and doing things your way. For those who make extra special out of nothing, no DNA needed, originally black.
I'm a piano.
All right, welcome back to the Trophy Extra Stout Niger original segment of Game On 99.3. For the last 13 minutes or 12 minutes, we've been talking about the true Niger original. And he is in person of Olamide Bado. We've been celebrating him today. And he certainly is one who has achieved greatness in his own craft. Now, I'm still taking your thoughts. The next couple of minutes, I would like you to tell me the one, how Olamide has inspired you, or the one song from Olamide that's really inspired you to be great in what you do, because he is truly an original. And he will continue to celebrate originals like him, courtesy of our friends at Trophy Extra Stout.
His influence has been crazy, Sam, really. Longevity, from the days of Omoto Show with whiskey, you know.
Oh, he's the one that did that.
Omoto Show, you know,
Oh, really?
to the time he influenced a culture, and everybody wanted to have a red cup. Shakiti Bobo, that period where he always moved around with the red cups and all that, you know. And I think the best part for him is, beyond being a king, that king maker too, you know. You're talking about Shake now, and before that there was Leo Keshin. 2014 came through him too, you know. Fireboy DML through him. AG Baby is your baby, and they came through him. So he's churned out amazing talent beyond himself too.
Guess what?
He's a king and a kingmaker.
AG Baby was making graphics.
Yeah.
In the team.
Yeah.
He was like the graphics guy.
Yeah, like our sound.
For the cover of the album and all of this kind of things. Yeah.
Like our Iwuji.
And then he told the boss, I've got something the world needs to listen to. And, you know, looking and seeing, he's got the eye, he's gifted, he's a seer.
Absolutely. Legend of the seer. All right, don't forget, this part of the broadcast is brought to you by Trophy Extra Stout, and it is the Trophy Extra Stout Niger original segment of Game On 99.3 Nigerian for celebrating Bado Olamide, a true Niger original. And you advised, while you do celebrate him, grab yourself a bottle of Trophy Extra Stouts and just enjoy the moment while you listen to us, listen to some great Olamide music courtesy of DJ Anthony. Yeah.
Welcome to the streets. All
right, lest I forget, let me tell you how you can find Trophy Extra Stout on social media. Now, the social media handles, first on IG, it is at Trophy Stout, at Trophy Stout on Instagram. On Facebook, it is at Trophy Stout as well. And on Twitter, it is at Trophy Stout. So just pretty much go to all of these social media places and just input search for at Trophy Stout, at TROPHY and STOUT. That's at Trophy Stout. And you can get them to keep abreast of all the information, the originals they're going to be celebrating in future, and the ones they've celebrated already, and you will be in the know as regards the Trophy Extra Stout originals on the show. So, guys, that be the size of this part of the broadcast. We return courtesy, thanks to our friends at Trophy Extra Stout Original, and, of course, we return for more right here on Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
I'm in the more parallel beats. I'm in the boss. I'm in the battle. Yeah, I'm in the king. I'm the voice of the streets. Yeah, I'm the voice of the streets. I'm in the more parallel beats. I'm in the boss. I'm in the battle. Yeah, I'm in the king. I've been feeling low key. Oluwa high key me. I've been glad I want me. One very nice to give me. Battle rubber.
And gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's It's game on.
All right, welcome back to the show. Game on 99.3 Nigeria Info with Femi and the gang. We've had 2 hours of solid conversation, and I'd love to hear from you now. We've been talking a lot about stadium security at MPFL matches. We've had a guest. We're trying to reconnect with a guest to further that conversation and, of course, bring it to an amiable end. Indeed, 020127709993 for men, 020146579190 for women. Don't forget, 60 grand. Up to 60 grand is up for grabs for you only if you be part of the One Play Lottery Game Show. Here's how you can be part of that. 2 ways: *347 *880 *3 hash from your mobile phone, or you go to your browser and input the URL www.oneplay.ng. www.oneplay.ng. All right, do that, and before we exit the studio, we'll give away. Get to call a winner, select a winner first off, courtesy of a One Play computer, and get to call that winner right here. So you can just fill the polls, just like we had the jackpot winner for Friday here in the studio. Benedict Kingsley was here during the 7 p.m. hour to talk to us about how he felt when he won 150 whooping thousand naira in this economy kind of naira. For himself last week, Friday. On WhatsApp, good evening, Sam and others in the house. The worst Olympic outing in Nigerian history. We celebrate quarterfinal in basketball as if we won a medal, while other small countries are celebrating medals. Ufot from VI. Sending in that message. You need to calm down, Ufot. For Wakama to be more successful, she needs to deal directly with the presidency. These guys in the federation will mess things up, Kehinde says. Is that something you buy into, David? First off, it's a long shot for that to happen. But hey, we've seen instances like that before with Clemens Vesterhoff, and we saw how much success it brought to our football. Should we go back to that?
Yeah, it could be true office of vice presidential. Then it was Augustus Ikomo he was dealing with directly.
Honestly,
would you subscribe to that, where the federation is now at the mercy, or she doesn't receive direct orders now in quotes from the federation, but rather from
straight
the
to the ministry.
Yeah, says, "Oh, I want this training camp. I want that." Would that foster for unity and progress?
It probably
put into consideration the peculiarity of our climate.
Is that what they are doing? The countries that are succeeding, is that what they're doing?
Wait, see, one thing I've always wanted to say.
Is that word practice?
Wait, one thing I've always wanted to say. Let's first of all understand that we are who we are, where we are.
Wow.
So it's not even an insult. It's a reality.
So
yeah.
Tony, Sam,
let's go. Remove Ministry of Sports.
This is what I. This is what I mean.
Ministry. The duties of Minister of Sports to the Vice President.
The countries the countries that are doing well at the Olympics, at the World Cup, they don't have sports ministry.
So why do we have one?
For instance, the US doesn't have. I know the French have. They have a sport ministry, but there are different ways to reach a point. If you do that, you will be setting a bad precedent.
I don't understand.
Because what you will now mean is you need to be hands-on to get things to work in even sports. Can you be hands-on everywhere? No. So it comes down to the simple thing. What's the simple thing? Hire competent people and let them do their job.
This is a competent hiring, isn't it?
I think you know how they say a bad clock is right at least 2 times a day. We got this one right. It doesn't
mean calling us a bad clock.
It doesn't mean that yes. It doesn't mean that the fruit. Yes.
Okay.
A bad clock. It doesn't mean that the products of this fruit are always this good. We just struggle.
So you are a bad number on that clock, right?
I don't work. I'm not in that.
You said
that matrix.
We constitute that clock. That makes you one number on that bad clock.
I am not in that matrix. Do I run sports?
And guess
I
that's
simply
why-
report spot.
That's why while coming to work today, he had to clock in.
You guys, Chuma can't be helped at this point.
All right, so that's not
I
the model.
could swear he was going to do that. I could.
He was just waiting for the
He was just
opportunity.
waiting.
All right,
As soon
so
as he rose the
that's
head
not
like that.
something we should subscribe to, even though there's a little possibility it might work only in the
because we
interim.
want we want to actualize this girl's talent, this woman's talent. Sorry, this woman's talent.
Lady more like.
This mama's talent.
Tony's dream.
Since we are going. No. He's testing after the other one, not the coach herself. I'm the one who wants to coach. Anyways,
when are they drag with it? I know
it's somehow that you want, so because you want to, everybody is giving her accolades, you now want to subsume her under your direct tutelage so that she can get success. She may well get success, but the problem is when you strike gold again in another phase, do you do the same thing? It's not sustainable at all.
All right, on WhatsApp, Femo is dragging me from here to Dallas. Femi says, see the person promoting Olamide that knows nothing about Bado. Activate Skype, let me roast you. Skype is open. Anthony is going to help us refresh Skype.
It's somebody that went to US and did not want to leave behind his how are you still listening to Olamide in the US? Shouldn't you be listening to Nickelback?
Abio.
And what's their name now?
Kings of Leon. Grab yourself some of this music.
Sam, keep quiet.
Hi, Stephen.
Why are you going there?
This is Mommy Ologbe. Please send the pics to my... What pics are you talking about? All right, keep your thoughts coming through on WhatsApp.
You don't need share. Have you started sharing?
Let me by WhatsApp they send and go now. Nigerian people don't they share.
I think you can't serious all of a sudden.
All right. The phone lines are open for you.
I'm trying to understand what in the unscrupulous element is happening.
You're lost in transit, sorry.
0201-277-0993, the former male, the latter female. Let's talk. Turn down the volume of your radio set when you call in so we can have a good conversation. In a bit, I'll read some of your messages on the live stream. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Samuel.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and Samuel, I want to say something about the man you interviewed just now.
All right.
Concerning the league. The man said that the regular security official that they did not see run because nobody died in that game that day. And Samuel, I think the stadium has a capacity.
Yes.
And as a security expert, you're supposed to know how many people you allow into the stadium. Samuel, if I'm driving, I'm a driver, then I know the front tire of my bus is bad. Then I decided to load passenger. Then getting on the highway, the tire burst. Then I managed to maneuver. Nobody died, but there was accident. Will you call me a professional driver?
Big question. At least there was no accident, but there was no accident, like they say.
There was accident, but there was no casualty.
So that's the thing.
Lewis Hamilton.
Samuel, that is why we are like this in this country. We never come out to say the truth.
Okay.
How can you say because there was no death, no record of death? Is it the security that avoided the death? Is it the security that protected everybody on that stadium that day from dying?
All right.
Or did they?
Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate you. On the live stream, Robert says, I'm seeing you for the first time, Sam, from your friend Robert. Oh, okay. Glad to know that you're watching via the live stream. Victor Daniel says, good evening, Sam, the voice and the rhyme master. Congrats to Wakama. Beautiful work from her on the Falcons. No. The Tigress, you mean?
The Tigress.
He comes back to say happy birthday to Anthony, the voice of Lagos. Many happy returns to you. I beg, make you share
Gracias,
the
mon
cake
ami.
for your guys for their...
Gracias, mi amor.
All right.
Who is your...
Lily. Lily, baba.
Okay. Keep your thoughts coming through on WhatsApp 08095975805. Just to remind you, the One Play Lottery game show is live. *347 *880 *3# *347 *880 *3# via the phone lines, via your mobile phone rather, and of course via the website is www.oneplay.ng. www.oneplay.ng. Let's see if we can It will be you who gets to go home with 20,000 naira on the show today. Trying to get a guest back on the phone lines. But hey, you guys are also dragging that same phone lines with us. If you could just ease off a bit so we can connect with our guest, wrap up the conversation, and then we'll come back to you to take your thoughts and possibly open up the phone line so you can also talk to him as well on
Sam.
the show. Yeah?
Yeah, the 5G All-Star Train this Sunday.
Please, give it to us.
The fans, we're looking forward to hanging out with you guys this Sunday. We're going to Constantia Hotel and Suites, 34 Joseph Oru Street, Unity Estate, Amor Dauphin, right here in Lagos. That's Constantia Hotel and Suites, 34 Joseph Oru Street, Unity Estate, Amor Dauphin. We're going to be in there with you from 4 p.m. with the excitement around that Chelsea-Manchester City fixture. The 5G All-Star Train, our very first outing for the 2024-25 season. A chance for you to hang out with your favorite on-air personalities from Femi and the Gang. The guys you're listening to right now, you can see them physically and talk to them personally. Personally. No one is going to pepper you on that one. There are games, of course. There will be amazing prizes that 5G will give out to the fans like we do every time we go out. And there'll be that live connection from the venue to the studio. So you can also hear yourself, not just in the studio, but live on radio on that Sunday. We're looking forward to seeing you guys there. Get ready for the excitement. Constantia Hotel and Suites, 34 Joseph Oru Street, Unity Estate, Amor Dauphin, right here in Lagos. 4 p.m. on Sunday, and we'll get active as Femi and the Gang.
All right. Well, there you have it. Don't forget that. Make it a date with us. The Premier League returns in 3 days. Hello, sir. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening.
All right. We'll have you back on the line, Coach Ebere Amara Izu, the chairman of Rangers International FC Foundation, and also an Olympic Solidarity Sports Administrator and Manager. Apologies for keeping you waiting for so long, but we had to go pay our bills right here on the show. So before the break, we were talking about that particular ill-fated game between Rangers and Enyimba of last season and asking the question as to what could have been done better by Rangers. Do you admit that Rangers could have done things better? That was the last conversation we're having.
Yes, they would have done. Yes, they would have done better. By a kind of exercising utmost control about cells, the cells. Because if they had been that control about cells, then it would have helped to have a check on the overshots of spectators and all that, the numbers of spectators, as an experience, and it was that upon which it was on that basis that they were fined because they kept selling, the people kept selling tickets and all that, allowing people, because virtually every person wanted to be in that game, and without good considerations to stadium capacity and all that. I think that was it too. But then it didn't generate problem. People were still hanging and all that. Up of that, not until that imbroglio, came up from that Enyimba, fan side and all that. Of course, which was also handled by the organizers of the league and all that. So they would have done better if there had been a kind of that check, to minimize to minimize the overshot of the population of the numbers of the people, spectators influx. I think that's it will help them to put everything in check.
Okay. On the final note, here's something of a suggestion made by former chairman of the NPFL in person of Romson Baribote. He believes that the state football associations must be independent in order to check the desperation of clubs in the NPFL for better security provision. What's your take on that?
Yes, I think independency of the club side, of course, has been clamored even before now. I know Chief Romson Baribote, we know many of them, with the football, arena and all that. But the issue is that it rests on sponsors, one, and again, pushing out things from maybe government having a club side and all that, like not as obtainable in Europe where you have the clubs are independently owned and all that. But virtually all the club side you see in Nigeria here are owned by government. Is it not so?
Yeah.
So these are the things. So if we can have maybe we have like now, for instance, we have Niger Info. Team owned by Niger Info.
Actually, we are Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info, sorry.
Yeah.
Nigeria Info through FC, one. Then we have other ones, companies and all that. Then gathering together, maybe we have them in as 20 teams, coming up. They have it without devoid of government involvement and all that. They will now come to say, okay, this is how we want to play it. This is how it's going to be. This, same thing and all that. And this is what we're talking about. But virtually all the club side you may want to, know and all that, are owned by government and others. So that full independence may not be there.
Okay.
That full independence may not be there. So that's the difference between ours here or maybe in Egypt or elsewhere where you have independent organizations owning up their clubs and having them too. There's no government decision so that they'll come and say this is exactly what it is. This, the owners, the security will be centrally controlled out of what you have paid, and that's why now, if a team now go to any place or an away, you are either win. If you play well, you win. If you don't play well, you lose. That's just it there too, because all of them know they're all stakeholders. But this is government something there too, because somebody in charge of an affairs will also try to make a statement so that the government will see him as performance and all that.
Okay.
So what this brings to the table of our football development. It brings pressure and all that too, and people trying to win at all costs.
Okay. If the league starts pretty soon, but if we're really going to scrutinize the league and say every club needs to make a certain level of provision for security going into the new season, if this is not in place, you're not going to start the league. Are you confident that Rangers International, your club side, can scale every possible criteria for saying they pass security measures going into the new season? If we're to conduct that thorough check, do you believe that Rangers, for one, will pass every security check going into the new season?
Of course. Rangers has already started it. First of all, they first fire the shots. They are the first Nigerian club side to come up with the initiative of volunteerism, otherwise known as Stardom Steward. They are the first. That tells you that they are not averse, to anything that will bring safety and security of not only players. They talk about the spectators and all the club side too, at least to make it more friendly, make it more lively, and of course, kind of people's oriented. They've started this. So what we're talking about is going further to ensure that message, the message that has to do with control of emotions and anger are cascaded, even up to the point of those coming to watch their matches and all that, which a whole lot of selection processes and protocol and all that. We've seen it too, because it is not something that you say, let us go and bring one lorry load of policemen. Let us go and bring one lorry load, because they're not fighting. Well, if you go to River City, you won't even see them there too, because they are not going to come inside and all that. That might even aggravate things. Yeah. So it's the issue of coming up with volunteers, which Rangers has, first fired the shot. It is on record that they're the first club side in Nigeria football to come up with this kind of laudable initiatives that encourages volunteers from all walks of life, to come and participate, through a scheme known as, Stardom Steward.
All right.
So if we sustain it, because what we're talking about is sustenance, getting more volunteers, giving them more training and all that. Then if now they can make all the club side to cue into these initiatives, have theirs that will be working in hand with their local police, and of course doing their risk assessments, and of course looking at also the officiating, because it goes in pari passu with officiating, because the football actors need also to go through the trainings that has to do with mental health, that's negative, that emotions. so that they can now know how to handle emotions, how to manage anger, because you might get it right from the spectators, but what about the officiating too? If they are not emotionally, okay, or emotionally, if they're not,
I get that, but I think we should pretty much first off provide focus on the security by the clubs being provided and the officiating. We see poor officiating even in the Premier League, but nobody's beating up the referee. The players are not having their hands on the referee.
That's what I'm telling you is that it has to be inwardly and outwardly.
Okay.
Because you might get it outwardly, but inwardly it is not gotten. It can also spring out violence. That's when we talk about risk assessment, when you do your risk assessment. So no person will be left out in this.
Okay.
Security is holistic. It could be holistic. So you'll be looking at it inwardly and outwardly.
Outwardly as well. All right.
If I'm not the one that caused it, it might be some other person's comment. It might be some other person's look that can even bring about this uproar and all that. So if it happens, what do we do next? Or when we start seeing these signals, what do we now do? So these are things we talk about. Then you now be proactive and be able to get all players. But it has to take, a kind of, it has to take all the involvement of all and sundry. It has to be multi-sectoral.
To achieve this, right?
Multi-sectoral for us to achieve a laudable result when it has to do with stadium security.
Okay. Coach Ebere Amaraizu, thank you so much for making time out to be part of the conversation on Game On and give us your insights as to how we can better provide security during our NPFL matches. I appreciate your time on the show.
Thank you so much, and God bless you. Really good.
God bless you too. Hopefully, we can have you some other time to further the conversation.
I'm really available for you. Thank you so much for your good work.
All right, I appreciate you, sir. All right, a few more minutes before we go on a break. On the other side of the break, there's plenty to discuss. Transfer stories. Conor Gallagher is in the news on his way back to Chelsea. In the meantime, while that formalities for that move continues to go through, João Felix also, could he be heading to Stamford Bridge as well? Why are Liverpool not signing players, and where does that leave them? Rejected FC they could possibly be? What's the reason for that? All of this and much more on the other side of the break. Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info. Also, we will be performing that draw on the broadcast and giving you 20,000 naira on the show today, courtesy of our friends at One Play. Keep your thoughts coming through on WhatsApp 08095975805, 08095975805. The One Play Lottery Game Show is live. Let's go to break, guys. When we come back, there's plenty to discuss. Don't forget the phone line 020127709993 for men, 020146579190 for women. We'll be right back pretty shortly.
Gentlemen, children of all ages, it's Game On.
This Femi and the Gang people, they make sports look like say you dey inside stadium. My name is Oke Bakasi. Keep listening to Femi and the Gang for the best in sports on Nigerian Info.
Hi guys, I am Victor Simeon. Keep listening to Femi and the Gang on Nigerian Info. Peace.
Hi guys, I'm Peter Drury, football commentator, and you are hanging out with Femi and the Gang on 99.3
for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Hey there, I'm Nikki, and I've got a little secret. It's called Teasers. Every weekend when it's time to unwind and have fun, Teasers is my go-to drink. Hanging out with friends, hitting a party, or just chilling at home. It's vibes on vibes with teasers. With flavors like apple, orange, and lemon lime, teasers is all about being fun, fresh, and adventurous. It's just what you need to keep the good times rolling. So, why wait? Grab a teasers, kick back, and enjoy the moment. Because with teasers, every sip is an adventure. Remember, teasers is for those 18 and older. Enjoy responsibly.
Teasers, available in apple, orange, and lemon lime at your local stores. Teasers, the fun never ends.
We can protect your car, your savings.
Let's not make it boring. Let's make insurance a lifestyle. If you've ever wished your insurance offered you more, then you're in good hands with Hares Insurance Group. In addition to our extensive insurance coverage, you can also enjoy free benefits such as networking opportunities, up to 10% discount on hotels, gyms, spas, and your favorite stores, tickets to exclusive events, and free resources to plan your future. So, next time someone asks you, what does your insurance company give you, sir? Your answer should be with Hares Insurance Group. Definitely much more than insurance.
To enjoy all these, sign up on www.hairsinsurancegroup.com. That is HEIRS. Hares Insurance Group. Simple life is here.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
Absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you.
You can also get it on Jumia.
Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
70% electricity saving for your AC. 50% electricity saving for your freezer. Refrigerator. Washing machine. Tamukuno the shake out sure. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Ayatamokuna number one. Quality appliances for all.
A brighter tomorrow begins with smart choices today. With the Union Correct account from Union Bank, you get to secure your tomorrow and get rewarded while at it. You can start saving with just 5,000 naira monthly and enjoy fantastic interest rates. Yes, you can save as low as 5,000 naira. That's not all. Every 6 months, you stand a chance to win amazing cash prizes of up to 500,000 naira. Correct! Make that move. Open the Union Correct account today. To get started, visit any Union Bank branch or log on to our website at www.unionbankng.com for more information. Terms and conditions apply. Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined point. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One player, don't talk to two players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira.
My name is Well Done.
Okay, well done. I want to tell you, well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347*880*3#. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347*880*3#. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
We feel protect your car, your savings.
I beg you, make you no let a day boring.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at